this probably doesn't apply, but this is where a lot of the current number 3 work is being done. Trying to find at-risk kids in school, in social programs, in churches, in clinics. It's trying to develop trauma awareness as we deal with children in our circles, and being aware that acting out may be the sign that needs to be paid attention. It needs lots more than just punishment. It's that kid reaching out, perhaps, for help. And so there's one of the references on there. It's called ACE Connections. It's a link. It's got so much stuff. It's just amazing. It's kind of like a central meeting place online where all kind of professionals share research and writing about programs being done now. I mean, counties, churches have ACE education, trauma awareness, how to deal with this and that in your environment. So, and you know, kind of like the whole thing for trauma awareness. I mean, that would be like a good motto for trauma awareness, I think. You know, you just don't know. So I'm curious to ask you, does this ring true, or does this sound kind of weird? Does it ring true to your experience? Have you seen or experienced anything like this in your life?
Yes.
Or in as an educator?
Yeah, well, just as you were talking about, when I was a principal, I remember this one time in this boy, we had 6th graders, and this young man, he just kept causing trouble. And he was sent to my office, and I kept saying, so what's the matter? What's worrying you? And he said, what does it mean when you're taken to court? And I said, well, it depends on what. Anyway, after the discussion, his mother was taking the dad to court. The mom and dad were going to divorce, and the mom was going to take his younger brother, but not him. And so he couldn't focus. He was just angry. He was upset. And I often, you know, when I was a mentor to new teachers, and I often said, it's not necessarily to say what the child did, but why. Because if you can figure out the why, you can help with the what.
Right, right. That's about the key. Not be so quick to come with solutions, but listen to try and understand what's going on. That's kind of good advice for all of us, I guess, anyway. Was anybody else in education here? Did you see this play out? Yes.
Yes, I was involved in early childhood special education. So I met many families where the child had many stresses in their life, in addition to a physical sometimes problem. And it's so true. Everything you've said is just so true that you really do wonder. The resilience is such a fantastic thing. Some children have overcome so much when you find out how many times they've been in foster home, and when they've been abused in a foster home, and then you just wonder whether later in life something might trigger some reaction.
You know, you said something, I just forgot to say one very, very important thing. One of the protective factors for these kids is if they had just one person who listened and cared. And there was many of them had stories, you know, they got through. They looked at people with high ACEs that did well and tried to figure out why. And that a lot of times that was the answer. They had the auntie, the neighbor, the teachers, the coach, somebody. That's pretty powerful. I mean, that's, wow, yeah.
Having just moved into Riderwood, a senior community, I think that it really plays a role in understanding why some of the people are doing some of the behaviors when you don't know people, why they're acting a certain way, whether it's a physical thing or whether it's leftover from childhood that causes them to be where they are. And so we're so often quick to judge them by the action we see.
Right.
A sort of a corollary to this is those, even if you have a pretty good ACE score and then you embark upon a life and somehow end up with a whole lot of stress in your life, and you're not dealing with the stress, or your body is, you know, you can't sleep, or you have chronic pain, and doctors don't quite know why, and your blood pressure is not in control, and the marriage is not so great, and you know, it's life, right? All of those kind of stresses too, if not dealt with, affect the health. They mark the body too, and cause the illnesses, the same sort of litany of problems on physical health. Yeah.
I think that resilience is a really key, especially as we get older.
Right.
And, you know, we know all the people around us, something's happening. You know, nobody is free of anything anymore.
Right.
And how you build up your resilience, I think, is a real key to reducing that stress.
Right. And I think you have to do something. You have to take a step and try different things. I mean, seriously, it's different for everybody. The list is long of potential things you can try.
I think resilience and change are really related because, I mean, most of us at this stage of life, I'll speak for my own, want to walk in the comfortable path I know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much change going on outside our lives now. I mean, it used to be the same product was there for 40, 50 years. You go back 4 to 5 months. Sometimes you can't even find the same product or other tech stuff that we didn't grow up with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's challenging times. It's challenging times. Yes.
The wonderful presentation, and the word that comes to mind for me is compassion, and particularly self-compassion, because we never know what someone else is going through when we meet them, and even ourselves, you know, as adults going through the day, putting on a face to the best of our ability. So self-compassion, I think, is a big thing. I'm familiar with Dr. Vanderkolk, and I watch his YouTube, so I just wanted to put out, those of you who like doing that sort of thing, there are lots of informative YouTubes online where you can, I find it very soothing, dealing with my own list of aces.
Oh, right. He did a podcast a couple years ago too. Vanderkolk is a psychiatrist. He's from Germany? Anyway,
I
he's
think
from
he's Dutch.
Dutch, right.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention we have an amazing resource. Every March there is a psychotherapy conference that goes on in DC in a lovely, stylish hotel. And although it is specifically for health professionals to go get their credits, it is open to the public. If there's a topic of interest to anyone, you can pay for a day and go. If topics like this resonate or feel appealing.
Oh, it's fabulous. I've been there. They have workshops. He's been there a couple times.
We're lucky. Many people
Yes.
fly and pay for hotels,
Right.
and we live a half hour away.
I think it's called the Psychotherapy Networking Conference, if anybody's interested. It's not too cheap, but it is very, very great. They have workshops where you can, the day before all the didactic stuff starts, you can go there and like take a workshop in creative writing to solve problems, or I don't know, all kind of interesting things. So, does anybody else like to ask any questions or comment? So this is kind of what has this general topics that has grabbed me this part of my life, and I put my website on there. I do a blog. It's only about once a month, so if you sign up on the website, you won't be inundated too badly. And there's no advertisement. It's free, so we can spread the word. So that's it. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, so, I mean, it is, everything she said, just like you were presenting, it's absolutely, I mean, if you've worked with little kids, you see that. But also, as you said, you can have the greatest childhood ever, then you grow up and then you have, you know, some unfortunate things happen, and then you develop adult. Things could be, I don't know.
And we need an adult.
Yeah, there could be an adult one like that, and which is true. So, and this time of year, I have a friend, and she has seasonal affective disorder, because, you know, the days are won't have as much light. And so for Christmas, her husband got her a glow light, one of those daylight things. So there's, you know, there are things that we can do, but yeah, tap dancing. It's wonderful, and our teacher is 95. So I think, okay, that's good. So, as you know, as the club does, whenever we have a speaker, we donate to their preferred charity. And so Donna has asked that we donate $50 to the St. Mark's Scholarship Fund over to St. Mark's over. So down the road, yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Donna, and thank you everybody for coming today.